So if you guys have been following the channel, then you would know that over the years, I have mastered many things, like blocks, fruits, grow a garden, even dress to impress. Let's go, baby, 5 stars again. Yeah, you all suck. Nobody has drip except for me. So since I have conquered pretty much everything in the online gaming world, I think it's about time that I conquer real life as well. And that's why you might not believe me when I say this, and this is definitely not AI, okay? I went out to touch grass. Actually, I touched some asphalt, baby.
Fast lane when I pass in the street, bag of money in the passenger seat.
Ready to lose?
Been asking for me on the road from the west to the east.
Figure out how to do it myself. I do this every day, bro. So to give you guys some context on the exciting clips that you just saw, basically my good friends over at Porsche, I think I consider them good friends, but they probably don't remember me, invited to fly me out to Italy, participate in their Porsche Gaming Creator Day event in Monza to drive their fastest cars on tracks. And when I got the invitation, the first thing that came to my head was, you gotta be an idiot to say no. So I said no. Yeah, I was having just way too much fun driving Porsches in Roblox. Why drive it in real life, right? But then I found out a very important piece of information. The world famous racing driver, the man who competes for Porsche, the Formula E world champion Pascal Wehrlein will be in attendance.
In the Principality of Monaco. What a spectacular location. 130.30.
And while being the world champion in Roblox driving empire myself, I decided, you know what? I will accept the invitation, fly out there and beat him in a real life race. Because obviously, my skills in Roblox transfers over to real life. Right? It was gonna be great. I was gonna become the world champion in real life racing as well. Maybe this could be the start of a series where MeEnyu just becomes the world champion in everything. Also, my doctor strongly recommended I actually go outside for once. So off I went on a flight to Milan to the world famous Monza circuit. Now, the day was going to be jam-packed, all right? There's a series of 5 challenges I have to complete leading up to my final race against Pascal himself. And to beat him, I have a few secret strategies up my sleeve, which I will reveal later in the video. But for now, let's begin with challenge number 1, the warm-up round. And what better car to start with than the literal flagship model of Porsche, the 911 GT3 RS. I mean, just look at this masterpiece. It is a work of art inside and out, and they look nothing like the cars that I'd be driving in Roblox, so getting a little nervous at this point. All right, so for the first challenge, we're gonna be driving a couple of laps around the track in the GT3 RS. We picked a beautiful red one, you know what I'm saying? Matching my Nakama color. My cameraman, I have a prediction at 90% that he's gonna vomit because I'm gonna be flooring it. No, I suck at driving. This is gonna suck. Also, I just want to let everybody know that I am a trained professional, so obviously do not try this at home. You can't try it at home because you don't have a nice car like this. It's going to be easy. I can't, bro. This is hard. I regret doing this. Now, hopping into the car, the only thing going on in my head is in order to beat the champion, we have to understand the track we're driving on. You know, it's kind of like a game of grow a garden, where you actually, I don't know how to draw that connection at all. All right, so for those of you who aren't an expert in cars, neither am I, but the GT3 RS is a high-performance Porsche 911 sports car designed for the sole purpose of racing, being faster than everything else on the planet, even the cheetahs, probably. So what better way to start the day with than this beast? I'm not gonna be one of the guys that's gonna bore you with the stats and the specs of the car because I don't even know them, to be honest. I'll just let me and my poor cameraman's reaction speak for itself. We beating Pascal! Look through the smoke hole on the inside, hole on the outside. Push the power! Throw power! Woo! Woo! Yeah, baby! In. Yep. He said, come on, MeEnyu. That was insane, bro. Oh my God. Yup, if it feels like we're going really fast from this dash cam, it's because we were. I drove about 10 laps around the track and hit a top speed of like 250 kilometers an hour. For reference, that is like faster than a Rabbit V4 or having a garden full of velociraptors. And just like that, challenge number 1 has been successfully completed, with 0 casualties, surprisingly. And now here comes the second challenge, which is hitting my top speed. Because now that I got a good understanding of the track from the warm-up round, I could finally let loose. Alright, you're going to see I show speed got nothing on me. Oh my God, those are some bars right there. Can we play that back with some like background music? You're gonna see I show speed got nothing on me. Also, this time around, I am not going to have the extra burden and weight of my cameraman sitting beside me. This dude has just been eating straight spaghetti and pizza since he arrived in Italy. This guy was weighing me down. If you're wondering why he's not in the car anymore to record my reactions, it's because he may or may not have threw up from the previous round. Now, here comes my first secret weapon, alright? In order to beat the world champion, I knew I couldn't do it alone, right? I needed some help. Even Michael Jordan had teammates. So I brought on a seasoned veteran in racing, turned into coach to give me some tips. This man has probably driven on every single track in the world thousands of times. We can talk about driving Porsches. He was probably there when the first one was made. Alright. Introducing the legend himself, Mr. Steph. He will be my sensei. He'll be like my master Roshi, and he has some very wise words to say to me before I hopped into my next whip.
This is gonna be the champion of today.
And also going into challenge number 2, we needed a new car. This time it was the 718 Cayman. Now comparing this car to the previous 911, I mean, it really is like comparing a candy blossom to a carrot. It's just impossible to say which one is better. They were both goated. And before we hit the tracks, looks like I also had some wise words myself to share with you guys. We're gonna be Pascal, it's gonna be easy. I'm getting good at this, baby. Steph is the GOAT, bro. He's gonna teach me everything I need to know to be the Formula 1 champion. I'm getting the hang of this, everybody. After we started driving the GT4 on the track, to nobody's surprise, Coach Steph pushed me to my absolute limits. From the start, you can tell this man was not gonna let me off the hook easy. I felt like the main character underdog being trained by his sensei in some corny anime called Naruto or something. The way this man was pushing me to become the best version of myself. Listen to this guy. Now that was finally over, completely shattered my lap time from the first challenge, I also had something to say. I'm not trying to say that was easy, but it wasn't hard either, you know what I mean? Now, this was around the time of day when everybody got hungry and rushed over to eat their lunch. Guess their stomachs were empty from vomiting so much. But I was so addicted to the thrill of racing now, and my mind was so set on winning, I was even practicing while everybody was munching on food. I mean, just look at this perfect reverse parking job. Absolutely mwah. Anyway, back to the challenges. As you guys saw, the first 2 were relatively easy, but it's only going to get more difficult from here on out. But before I tell you what the third challenge is, it's finally time for you to meet my arch nemesis, the champ himself. Current champ, gonna be former champ after I'm done with him.
How are you liking the day?
Oh, so good, so good.
Where are you from?
Can't wait till I beat him. I'm kidding. Where I'm from Toronto, Canada.
Okay.
How about yourself?
Nice. I'm from Germany.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you see that, guys? I'm pretty sure I got into his head. He's looking real nervous. I mean, look at him. He's practically shivering. And after getting into my opponent's head, now would be the perfect time to introduce to you our third challenge. This one is going to take off the windy tracks to a straight runway where we'll be doing a drag race. In this one, I'll be learning how to accelerate at maximum speed. And as always, it's time to hop into a new whip. This time, I'll be driving Porsche's flagship electric vehicle, the Taycan Turbo GT. I mean, it is smooth, it is slick, it is very expensive, but most importantly, it is one of the fastest accelerating cars in the entire world. Able to go from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in just 3.1 seconds. Just a little bit slower than how fast I can run. So our coach Steph once again will be teaching us how to use the launch control feature, which will ensure we accelerate as fast as we can. can. And also, a very important note, this will be the car that I'll be using to beat Pascal later in the video. So pay close attention. All right, now we're heading over to the drag race. What are some tips? What are some tips we can get from the pros?
Close the eyes and go flat out.
Nice. We're not even wearing helmets this time because safety is not priority. Safety last, baby, speed first. As you can tell from my reaction, let me tell you, this thing launches like a rocket ship. I mean, I've never been into a rocket before, but I assume it feels pretty much the same. But at this point, hitting the halfway milestone of all of our challenges, I needed to really get into the championship mentality, which means I needed to get a small win under my belt before I go up against the champ. So we'll be doing an official drag race against a very formidable opponent, famous French streamer Halidia. You ready to lose?
Losing? I don't know this word.
All right, so basically, right, the winner gets the loser's card.
I take the purple one.
Damn, I wanted the
It's
purple.
girly.
Come on, man.
If he wins, he gets your car. If you win, you get his car.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, let's go.
So we'll be doing 2 races, and I'm just going to absolutely dominate because it's just what I do, all right? And the first race starts now. It's about to be super easy, guys. I do this every day, bro. And to nobody's surprise, I completely dusted her. You know, hey, what can I say? That was easy. Hey, man, what did I say, bro? That was way too easy. And on comes the second race. And the results of the second race came out to be a tie. I mean, it wouldn't have turned out that way if I didn't go easy on her. What can I say? I'm just a gentleman like that. Pascal's not getting the same treatment though. There's no way. But right before we leave the drag race track, I decided to go for one more practice round, a time challenge. Now, this involves me running to the car, opening the door, buckling myself, and then launching off. This might seem unnecessary, but it is going to be very important for our last challenge, and you'll see why. Oh my God. I mean, there's really not too much to say for challenge number 4. It's pretty much similar to the first 2. I'll be driving the Taycan around the track a bunch of times until I have fully mastered it. It is going to be the car we're using to race against Pascal, and I need to know it inside and out. I am going to know this car better than the garden guide by the time I'm done with it. All right, everybody, this is the last challenge before we get to race Pascal. I got the shiesty on, you know what I mean? This is gonna be in the Taycan, the electric version, all right? The drag race was honestly a breeze, and I think after this, I will be ready to beat a world champion. MeEnyu. And after driving around the track for what felt like another 100 times, here we are, entering into the 5th and final challenge. I have been working up to this moment my entire life. Actually, it was more like the last 5 hours. This will be the race to declare a brand new world champion in racing. And I was so confident I was gonna win until plot twist. Turns out we're not gonna be racing on the track. It is going to be a slalom. But it doesn't matter to me, all right? I'm beating Pascal no matter what kind of race it is. I'll beat him if I have to race him on foot. So the slalom is going to be a time-based challenge where we have to start by memorizing items from this trunk, sprint to our car, jump in, put on the buckle. Remember, that's why our previous practice came in handy. Accelerate as fast as we can and drive around these pylons and that are placed so closely together. And every time we hit a pylon, 5 seconds gets added to our time. Get to the checkpoint, get out of the car, put the memorized items from the previous car's trunk into the bin, reverse park, and drive all the way back. It is going to take speed, precision, control, memorizing things for some reason, reverse parking. Basically, all of the skills that I learned from the previous challenges combined into one. I was so eager and ready to win this, but if there's one thing I learned from my previous one-on-one battles, it is to never make the first move. I don't know, I just kind of make that up. But we're gonna let Pascal go first.
Pay attention.
I'm not gonna be watching. I'll figure out how to do it myself. Look at that handsome smile. Yeah, we're gonna completely wipe it off his face by the end. Oh my God. This guy's not serious.
Into the parking. Now get out of the car. Into the parking lot. On your left.
Over reverse?
No hitting the
hell
top,
no.
yeah? Stay in precision. And now all the way back.
You got what the hell?
Hey, 5 seconds.
5 seconds.
5 seconds.
Oh, he's intimidated. He hit the cone. He's intimidated.
That's it. Yeah?
That's insane. Were you nervous? What happened?
Yeah, I felt the pressure from you now.
Right?
I was
eyeing you
my
down.
heart is still pumping.
That was not bad. That was not bad. That was decent. I mean, Pascal did pretty decent time. He did a good job. But now it's time to show him why I should have been the world champion instead of him. And to make things even more interesting, I managed to bribe the referee with $20 and a Nami body pillow to let me go twice. Yeah, we have to make sure we beat this guy.
3, 2, 1, go.
You hit one cone, but you gotta go faster, bro.
It feels so fast. So the first one was just a warm-up to let Pascal's guard down, and the second one was going to be the real deal. We don't find out our time until the end.
Same one.
What's my time?
You'll find out later.
Secret? Secret? Hey, look, listen, man. If that was more than 50 seconds, I would be shocked. And there it is, everybody. Everything I've been practicing for today, I think I did pretty good, and I'm confident that I'm going to win.
So, let's say the fastest time was done by Jack Ultramotive with the 1:17.09. And no mistakes. And no mistakes. No
Wait, sorry. Wait, what was the
no
time again?
mistakes. So, with
1:17.
additional penalties, second fastest is Helidia with 126.3, MeEnyu, and AR12 Gaming is 133. Your first run, because it was just 2 mistakes.
Well, as quickly as that confidence came, it's gone. All right, my dreams have been completely shattered. But just when I thought that there was no hope left for me, I was given another chance.
But still, we are not done. Hey, we are not done now. No, we are not done.
there's
now.
more.
You can improve by 5 seconds, each of you, if you take the challenge in the Bobby Car Challenge, a clean run in the slalom.
By the Porsche gods. If I could complete another slalom challenge on this toy Porsche mini car, I will get time taken off my race against Pascal. And I was willing to take whatever advantage I can get.
3, 2, 1, go. Wrong side.
Oh, wrong side!
Go. Hey, bro! Minus 5.
Sorry. Alright, and just like that, my dreams have been completely shattered again. Twice in one day, isn't that great? But hey, at least on the bright side, I got to experience what is literally one of the greatest days of my life. Met amazing people, driving Porsches in Italy. What more can a Roblox nerd ask for, honestly? Thank you so much once again, Porsche, for sponsoring this wonderful, life-changing experience. And hey, if you guys ever need me again, you know how to reach me. Like and subscribe.